Hello guys, welcome back. On this video, I'm unboxing a Magnani shoe called Ondara 2 Double Monk Strap. We're also gonna talk about the cryptocurrency market. We're gonna talk about the economy. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about everything that's going on right now and where we're going and how things are looking for us. Now, these are brand new shoes from Magnani, but we're gonna, brand new, but supposedly these shoes, some shoes, leather shoes, they are stored on warehouses for a long period of time, and it's kind of good that when you get them, you nourish them and you get them ready for the environment out there. So we're gonna put a conditioner onto them, a neutral color conditioner, and we also are using a neutral polisher. You know, that way we don't change the color. They are white, so we want to preserve the coloring. And I'm also drinking a little bit of hot mocha from Starbucks. Now, nothing in this video is being sponsored by nobody. I'm not getting paid by nobody. This is only a voluntary thing to do, and I'm doing it for entertainment purposes only. And I just want to have fun with you guys. So, cheers to everybody. Okay, so these shoes cost me $550. As you can see, the box is very contemporary. It looks like Matrix, you know, like a movie Matrix, very nice, futuristic. What I like about Magnani, a lot of people don't like them because supposedly there's more superiority in leather and quality out there. But I personally, if I'm gonna pay for something, I want it to be unique. I want it to be contemporary. I want to look good. And what I like about Magnani is this stitching right here that they use part of the sole and they stitch it on the side of it. They call it the artisanal style. Which they are stitched by hand with wax laces. So it's pretty insane, the work they do, you know. And like I said, they may not be the most premium shoes ever, but they also look really good, very stylish and very contemporary. This run me around $550. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but anyhow, first we're gonna apply the conditioner because we have to condition it. This one is a cap toe double monk strap. I kind of took off the straps off of it. That way I could just get to the underneath of it and just get every single spot that I can. Of course, I'm gonna be using some horsehair brushes so I could, you know, polish them with that. I'm gonna use some very, very fine fabric. Of course, I don't know if it's microfiber, but it's it's for polishing leather, special. And of course, Saphir product. Of course, Saphir is one of the premium leather treatments for shoes. So this is like one of the most premium ones. And I have like right here, I don't know if you can see, but I have a couple boxes full of polishers, creamers, saddle soap, waxes, you name it, I got it here, okay? I got the whole entire kit here. So anyhow, as we all know, we're in a bear market right now. And I believe we're getting out of it, the bear market at the moment, you know? I think we are getting out. I think we bottom on November 22, somewhere around there, Bitcoin around 15,000 something. And I think we are on the way up. But of course, through this whole entire year, we're going to be trading sideways. We're not going to be trading as good as we want it to be traded. You know, we're going to be traded like around Bitcoin. It may go up to 25,000, up to 36,000 by the end of the year. And throughout the whole course of the year, we are going to be trading sideways. You know, and that's how the market's gonna go. That's my expectations because the inflation rate is coming out, you know, is coming down. And as you all know, China is reopening their economy. They're relieving their COVID restrictions, and that makes the Chinese economy look better. Chinese are gonna go back to work. A lot of investors out there, they're saying that the Chinese going back to work and their economies to starting back up again at the potential they were before COVID may affect the commodity prices, like the consumption of oils and raw metals, crude oil, And those things could affect, the inflation, because the demand to use it to get their economy starting would be a little bit, higher on the high part of the demand form. Me personally, the Chinese people, they're very clever people. As we all know, we live in America, and America is one of the biggest countries that consumes a lot in the planet. We're the most consumers in the planet. We're like over 300 million people here in America. There's like over 1 billion, 1.5, 1.3 billion people over in China and in India. And they don't consume as much as we do. They're more conservative when it comes to spending, those Chinese people. And I don't think that they would affect the inflation as much as some analysts think that it would. So personally, I think that the supply that we're getting from products here in America we're gonna be slammed with more supplies. And the Fed is lowering down, is getting inflation down by hiking interest rates. And interest rates, most of the majority of Americans use use a credit card with variable rates. So it's making them harder for them to spend using their credit cards, because their payments are a lot higher, and borrowing is making it difficult. That's why a lot of people are not buying homes at the rate they used to, and that's why a lot of people are not buying cars at the rate that was used to. So the demand, by hiking interest rate high, the demand is being diminished. People are encouraging to save more and spend less, because of course, the high inflation. Things are very expensive. A lot of people talk about the eggs and stuff, and I think that, the eggs are very expensive, but so is a lot of things. I mean, I just barely came from the store with my daughter. We purchased around $200 worth of protein, about a beef. We bought some chicken. We bought some fish. And that was roughly $200 on proteins, because I like protein, And it's crazy how things are happening out there. But you see, when you are a long-term investor, as I am, you really look at this macroeconomics, and you look into the details of the data and the GDP numbers, the unemployment numbers. You look at, little metrics and things that matter to investors, and long-term and short-term investors. But then you realize that the more you look into what happened in the previous cycles of Bitcoin, we're overdue in a bounce from the bottom already, and that's why I'm calling the bottom November 22 of last year. And like I said, we may reach another bottom. But if it comes another bottom, then I'm buying more money. I'm buying more, cryptocurrencies. I'm not just gonna just see the market drop below November 22, below 15,000, and not, even bother to acquire more assets for cheaper, And I personally think that it's a great opportunity, to be in the market. So now I apply the cream conditioner onto it, neutral, and I'm letting it sit for a couple minutes or so, and then I'm gonna go over with the horseshoe and get it off. So I'm just gonna give it a minute, but personally, I believe that we're looking good. We're looking really, really good. A lot of investors out there, they're very impatient. They're very eager to see the bull rally happen, but this year Bitcoin should go up about 60%, and it should go up to $36,000 by the end of the year. But like I said, we're gonna be trading up and down, up in the 25,000, 29,000. Maybe by mid-year we'll reach around 29 to 30,000, and then by the end of the year we're gonna finally go up to $36,000, somewhere around there. That's my expectation, and this is based on the previous cycles. I mean, he has done it over and over, and it's not failing, and it looks like we are on the way to recovery when it comes to the cryptocurrency market. Now, on the first cycle, I was heavily invested into Bitcoin. I was not diversified as I am in this cycle. The second cycle, because I've been investing in Bitcoin since 2013, from 2013 to 2017, I did 20x with Bitcoin. From 2017 to 2021, I was heavily invested in Cardano. So I basically reinvested the gains from Bitcoin, and I reinvested into Cardano, right? But now, oh my God, now I have Pulse Bitcoin. I sacrificed for Pulsechain heavily. I sacrificed heavily for PulseX. Assets and cryptocurrency that are not out yet, but they will be out soon. And I personally feel really good about the whole entire market. So I feel good being this diversified, because I heard that many investors out there, the young investors, are making mad money on low caps cryptocurrency. Low caps means that there's not a lot of liquidity in them, such as Pulse Bitcoin, the aave coin, Pulse Dogecoin. Those assets, there are not seen by many investors out there because of the fear there is in the market. As you know, being in a bear market means that many people out there, many investors out there got their money out, that they got their liquidity out because they either use house money to invest, money they needed for rent, money they needed to pay mortgage, money they needed, so they get it out because they don't see potential to make it any gains during a bear market, you see? And that's when we investors have to come in, right? And take advantage and scoop all these assets, I sold my property, 2021, no, last year, 2022. And I reinvested most of my money. This is an apartment that I'm living in right now. And I'm using some of the gains to invest down in the bear market. And I've been doing as such, and I'm sure that by 2025, we're going to do good returns that are unseen in my life, time that I've been living with investing in cryptocurrency, and before I used to invest in gold and silver. Anyhow, so right now these shoes, they absorb the conditioner, and now we're just gonna go over the horse brush. So it's looking like it's picking up some good shine onto it. But to be honest, guys, I believe that we're on the way to the riches, man. I mean, I'm working on a song called "It's Going Up" or something. We're going up. I'll be launching that song very soon. It's gonna be like a music video song, and it's gonna be looking good, man. It's gonna look really nice, And I would just want to let you guys know that I'm working really hard. I'm trying to be a good man. I'm trying to, look good, dress well, be a nicer person to people, be a better co-worker, be a better son, be a better dad, be as better as I could be. Because having money or investing in cryptocurrency is good and everything, but you know what's better? When you raise your standards to higher standards in all forms of your life, not just money-wise. A lot of people want a lot of money, but I don't want to criticize people out there, but they don't clean the garage, they don't clean their house good, and they go travel, their house is looking like a mess. Girls go to a club, and their house is like trash. There's a lot of shitty people out there. We gotta make sure that we wrap things up. And I'm saying this because the world is very chaos, and that's why we have regulations and rules and government. Because without rules, without governments, without leaders, the world would be chaos. You know, it would be like one of those countries where, there's bad people that runs the government and runs the country. And a lot of people are not happy with it because it feels like there's an unfair system. And this is the most, United States, one of the best systems out there, in which it gives a little bit of it gives democracy to people. People could vote. People have rights, and they need to use them. They need to use their rights to better their lives, And I tell you guys something that when I came here when I was 13 years old from Puerto Rico. My parents came here because there's better education for children. My brother used to get bullied in Puerto Rico a lot, and I used to protect him. And then I just realized, I was a fighter. I was a young fighter. I wasn't no fearful to no guy, nothing. The only thing I was fearful was dogs. I hate dogs so much. Dogs, man. I don't own any dogs, but I do own a great portion of my assets into a pulsedogecoin meme coin, which it represents a dog, which is very cool to say, So anyhow, but other than that, fear towards anything, not really. Don't feel fear for nothing, I really, like I said, I'm not even fearful to come here in front of this camera, not having the best accent, not having the best, language or the best explanation to detail or the best content. But I do got some wisdom in my brain. I do got some knowledge in my head, and I live by it. I'm very self-centered man, and I feel like I am, and I feel like every day I want to get better at everything that I do in my life. And I tell you, man, I would like to. I'm trying to help you guys out. Any of you guys that are following me, subscribing to my channel, supporting me, I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. I mean, just one person that likes my videos, one person that sees my videos, is really greatly appreciated. And like I said, this is just for hobby. This is just for fun. This is I'm not trying to benefit myself whatsoever. I don't make any money off of YouTube or any of these brands I'm flexing right here, right now. And I don't care about that either, because my main goal, I already have it. I already have it. It's working for me, and it's gonna get better and better, day by day, year by year, month by month. It's gonna get better and better, And I'm not fearful for what the outcome is. I know there's a lot of people right now going through difficulties and not having any income to invest, and I'm really I feel heartbroken for them. I feel bad for them that they don't have that liquidity that they want to invest. And in that case, you have to kind of understand how the system works here in America in order for you to free yourself from this modern slavery of a system that we have in place, in which you have to learn to, first of all, if you have debt, let that be your first goal and be debt free. It's very important that you understand that in this country, we're gonna apply now the polisher, the neutral polish. That way we give more shine. It's very important that we understand that that this country is built on capitalism, and that means you could buy something for you could buy these shoes for 2 pennies, and you can sell it for $1 million. And that is not considered a fraud. That's capitalism. That means we have a free market, and you're basically not rigging people up. You're just trying to make some money, with the asset or things that you buy, and you have the right to sell it at whatever price you want. And people have the right to pay whatever they feel like they want to pay. It's almost like an auction. in which everybody has the rights to determine whether that thing is too expensive, whether they can buy it, whether they can afford it, and they go do it. You know, and in this country, it's very easy to sell, you know, anything to anyone. I mean, you could see the jar sales, how they get packed with people, and people buying, just used stuff from other people. It's like, what? Like, really? Like, I mean, some people, I guess they need it, but some people are hoarders, you know? Oh, I may think that I need these, so I buy it. So you may think you need it. I would probably either you want it or you really need it, but whatever. It's people, every person has their different way of being, you know? And I respect everybody, but I'm just telling you guys that this system is made to enslave you, because it's meant to make you feel like you have to have things materialistic so you could feel good. If I'm doing this, it's because everything else in my life is wrapped up, man. I'm catch up, you know? I don't owe anybody anything. I feel like a free bird. And that's why I sold my house, because I didn't want it to use leverage to invest in cryptocurrency. I didn't want it to use debt to invest in cryptocurrencies. I chose the path of paying a high price for an apartment that looks real cool, that has a good city view, and invest 65% of what I got from the house. And when you do that, you are really putting everything on the line. And you know your stance, you know where you're at, you know where things are going. I'm a very secure guy, dude. I really don't want to brag about myself much, but I know a lot of things that people don't probably want to know or don't even know about. And but all I gotta say on this video is that you guys need to do your research. Nothing here is financial advice, you know. I always trying to be clear up front with that, because every man should be responsible of their own investment, their own keys, their own crypto, their own stocks, their own money, you know. So now that I applied this polisher, neutral polish from Sapphire, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. I think that one's ready to get polished, but it doesn't need much minutes. But guys, it's very important that we live in this world, and we make sure that we live in as good as possible, you know. I spent a lot of money on shoes. I changed my fashion because I want to better myself, not in the bank only, not in my income only. I want to better myself as a person, the way I look, the way I dress, the way I talk. If it comes to the way I walk, even the way I walk, you know, I'm exercising. I'm trying to be in the healthy shape of my life, because what is money without health? If you're gonna give it to the doctor, you're gonna give it all paid in medical bills, you know, on drugs, you know. That's why fitness is very important. That's why eating healthy is very important, you know. And that's what I've been doing. I've been applying the things that I think is right for me, you know. I haven't seen a doctor for a long time, you know, because I've been taking care of myself, taking care of my health, taking care of my children's health, you know, do some cardio, do some workouts, you know. Make sure this body is being used. If you consume food, you have to burn it. You have to burn it. You have to make sure that that you are living as good as possible, and you understand your body, you know, the way it works. Look at this beautiful, there's glowing every single time. Glowing, glowing, glowing. It's very important, guys. Very important to, this is very, it's a therapy, you know, polishing your leather shoes is like a therapy, you know. And to be honest to you guys, everything that I do here, I hope my daughters, my grandkids, my great grandkids see these videos, and they could abstract the best of their dad, their granddad, their great granddad, whatever I'm gonna be in the future. Because there's no better thing to pass on to the future than what you know. Knowledge is something that you should pass on. You shouldn't keep knowledge to yourself. It's not good. You know, it's not good that you die with knowing something that your kids should have known, your grandkids should have known, you know? You know, it's a beautiful thing to share the knowledge. You know, this video might be longer than other videos, but I hope whoever's watching gets to enjoy everything I'm saying and learn to be a master gentleman, to be a gentleman, to be smart, to be self-centered, to give yourself some value. When you do that, when it comes to women, when you do that, women can actually sense when a man is secure, when a man has values, when a man is self-centered, when a man has goals. It's very attractive to women, you know. And and it's not only good for yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not only good for yourself, but it's good because other people want to hang out with you, want to go on a date with you, because you're true. You're not fake. Not a liar. You be clear up front, and you just feel it. Security is something they feel. You can't fake it. A guy that fakes it, eventually, a woman knows he's a liar. It's a fake. And they'll run away from them. They'll run away far and fast. But when you're true to yourself, when you're true to your audience, when you're true to your kids, when you're true to your mom and dad, when you're true to your coworkers, and you treat them with love and respect, they feel there's more power than money there. There's knowledge. There's wisdom. There's love. There's passion. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to have a good life. But this life, like I told my daughters, it's not an easy life to live, because the world sometimes could be a little bit unfair. But when you treat yourself good, you don't care whether if it's unfair or not. You just know that you're treating yourself as best as possible, and you're giving yourself the best thing you can in life. And there's no better payment than that. There's no better reward than you treating yourself right, educating yourself, learning how to mine Pulse Bitcoin, learning how to use the ASIC coins, learning how to know about scarcity and supply like Pulsedogecoin, you know, the most scarce meme coin ever created. It's very important. When you get educated, when you learn about supply and demand, is what makes price spiral. Then you get into good assets, because you understand what's value and what's not value. What's something that could really change your life, and something that could just leave you looking on the side like, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna be fine? With speculations that you're gonna be fine. You see, a lot of people, my assets could go up and down. They may look like they're never gonna go back up. They may look like they're dead. But I don't care about that, because I know that short-term noises, they're annoying. If you pay attention to them, it'll ruin your spirit, it'll ruin your emotions. You gotta think long-term. You gotta be patient. All that liquidity, all that money that people don't have at the moment, will come by 2025. Investors will be pouring in their money. But guess what? You were buying in the market when people couldn't buy. You were buying. When people were scared, you weren't scared. You were buying in. And that's what it's all about, man. It's all about winning. It's all about a psychological differences between the rich and the poor, between the smart and the dumb, between the winners and the losers. It's like a sport, you know? You have to learn to play the game to win. Guys, look how beautiful these shoes turn out to be. Now these shoes are ready to go out into the environment because they're very nourished with nice conditioner from Sapphire Neutral and a neutral polish as well, so I don't change the color. I don't add or take away color from it. Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you do your homework. And remember, men's style, men fashion, it's all about within inside first. Work on yourself and your attitude. Be a better man. Treat people nicer. Just because you're a man and I'm a man doesn't mean we have to fight. We could just be wiser and walk away with a smile and a bag full of money and girls dying for you. There's plenty to go around, you know? And what you need to make sure is that you are doing what's right for you. Make sure you are independent, responsible, self-centered, and everything will bow onto you and will come to you as you will. Thanks for watching. Cheers to everybody. Take care. Peace out.